Welcome to hell. Dan, as long as you got it, we're good.
Hello and welcome
fuck yourself.
to... Oh,
sorry.
shut the fuck up.
Why would you
hit
play
the wrong
that
button.
generic fucking thing? Stop. You're so stupid. See, everybody's laughing at you. All right, stop. Just go. Go the right way.
Hi, my name's Amanda Greatorex, and this is my song called Better Than That. Ooh, 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 hey, hey. Ooh, 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 hey, hey. Remember when we talked all through the night, and everything wasn't just a fight. I guess there is a silver lining, right? I'm all alone, but you're living your best life. I don't know, but it seems as though I'm never on your mind, and you're always on mine. You seem happy where you are, you can thank me for that. And I've cared right from the start, you can thank me for that. If it wasn't for me, you would be wasting more time and energy. You can thank me, but I know you better than ooh, 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 hey, hey. Ooh, 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 hey, hey. Remember when I didn't feel so blue, and all my emotions didn't count on you. The cure is close, so when I'm not confused, ooh, damn, I'm broken, sad, and lonely too. I don't know, but it seems as though I'm never on your mind, and you're always on mine. You seem happy where you are, you can thank me for that. And I've cared right from the start, you can thank me for that. If it wasn't for me, you would be wasting more time and energy. You can thank me, but I know you better than that. What's sad but true, I don't really wanna thank you. It just seems so unfair how you don't really care. Say the word and you know I'll be there. Say you seem happy where you are, you can thank me for that. And I've cared right from the start, you can thank me for that. If it wasn't for me, you would be wasting more time and energy. You can thank me, but I know you better than that. But I know you better than that. I know you better than that. I know you better than that, baby. I know you better than.
Right.
Hello and welcome to the Jersey Shore Musicians Podcast. I'm Matt. That's Fuckface. I mean Jeff.
Hey, how's it going?
And tonight we have Amanda Greatorex.
And they're really
Hello.
scared of us right now. Hi, guys. Golf clap for you guys. How was it getting down here?
It's fine.
Very easy.
No
Dark.
problems?
Great. Yeah.
It's got to get
Always
darker.
good.
We got to do this later so it's dark and they miss
Hey,
it.
wintertime.
Yeah, wintertime. That people pass.
Once
this
it gets
place
dark,
all
people-
the time.
Really?
Yeah, they're like 15 minutes late. We passed it like 5 times. We can't find it.
Then again, people can't follow the directions on their phone, but
That's true.
You know,
Very
that's
true.
nobody's fault, but theirs. So, how are you guys doing?
Good.
All right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't mind us. We're like an old married couple sometimes.
So we're there.
Yeah, it's true.
I see what I did there. So, all right, tell us.
This is Andy, by the way, my husband. Andy
That's
Greatorex.
right. That's right. Look how fucking rude you are.
You didn't say it either, motherfucker.
I never say anything about the people. I'm horrible with names, so I'm sorry.
She's the artist. I just come along.
You
for
just
the
make her
ride.
look pretty. Is that what you do?
Yeah,
There you
right.
go.
I come along for the ride.
Good answer.
So, okay.
You all right over there?
Yeah, yeah.
Get
Well,
it together, pal.
this rum is good. So let's talk about your guys' making of the band
Sure.
All right.
because you have an interesting story. We touched on it for a
A
little,
little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's take it back to I don't know when you were 14 years old.
Okay. So
I know that's weird. Sorry, guys.
I'm from Middletown.
We don't need to go that far.
When I was 14, I lived in Middletown. Still do. We met in high school at Middletown South. And we met in music class.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's a music class romance.
Yeah.
I
Actually,
like it.
so I was born and raised in Australia,
Okay.
and I moved to America in July of 2003.
You have your green card?
Yeah.
Or is
I
that
had
why
it-
you got married? No, just kidding. Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, I had a
Continue,
green
I'm
card.
sorry.
I became a citizen in 2018.
Should have left. Anyway, go ahead.
So the very first day of school in America, like I'm showing up at the brand new school. Music class was first period. I walk in, I know nobody, and I saw her sitting there, and I was like, whoa, these girls in America are nice. I was like,
So embarrassing.
At least he's honest.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. Go ahead.
but you were like the first girl I ever saw in America at school, and I was like, interesting.
Yeah. So we obviously were friends and we played music, a lot of music together. And after school, after high school, we went to University of North Texas for jazz,
okay.
also together.
Okay.
And we both started working professionally while we were at school, in different cover bands, stuff like that. And then we came back home, got married, started gigging around New Jersey and teaching lessons as
Lots
well.
of lessons.
Okay.
And I didn't start doing original music until about 2021.
Okay.
Actually, like after COVID, because we just all of a sudden we had a ton more time to sit around and listen to music and play music, and it just kind of hit me like, I feel like it puts things into perspective for you, like when there's something that traumatic happening around the world, and you're just like, why am I not doing this? Like, I've always wanted to do it, but I was just always kind of fearful of it, and yeah, I just was like, I need to do this.
Okay.
See,
I
that's,
mean,
that's funny. It's like the opposite because
well, yeah, it's like,
COVID,
why am I
No,
doing
we're-
this?
COVID killed it.
We were
for a
kinda
lot of
talking
musicians,
about that.
Because once they got off that hamster wheel and they weren't going and going and going, they're
Right.
like, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah.
Well, I think for us, it was crazy because we were both gigging so much. And then COVID was actually, like, at first, it was a kind of a nice break because for once we were, like, home at the same time. And, you know, we could
it went from being, like, just our job, because we just were, like, vending, like, playing gigs, playing weddings, playing cover gigs, teaching lessons. So we were able to, like, stop making it a job and make it something
It became
enjoyable.
fun. It became fun again.
it got fun again, yeah.
Which is why we got into it in the first place. Like, nobody gets into music for the money.
What money?
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that's the bigger picture
Gist
story.
of it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you started writing in, you said what, 21?
Well, I started making my songs in 2021.
Okay.
Yeah.
How was that process going for you? Like, was it like, I know you guys are seasoned vets on like playing and stuff, but when you start going in and doing it your own,
Right. Yeah.
like there's no like little secret formula that you go, okay, well this is an A, that's it. It's like, dude, you fall, you get up, you do it again. So how was that process going from gigging all the time, so you know you can sing, you know you can play, you know, all that stuff, to all right, we got to do this and not make it suck.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know, and like, were you your own worst critic? Like, were you rewriting
still
and
am.
rewriting? Well, we all are. We all
Yeah.
are. But like,
Yeah.
you're taking it from a fresh point where, you know. So how was the process of that very first song you did?
Shockingly easy. And that's why I'm still doing it now. Because we did it and I was like, holy crap, like this is good. This is like really good.
Okay.
So,
What did you just recorded some like voice memos?
yeah,
like,
so
how it
basically
started?
like I said we started making the songs in 2021 because I had been writing lyrics for a long time. And I didn't really think of them as lyrics. I was kind of like journaling /
Just like an
poetry.
outlet.
Yeah. Not to go like too dark,
No,
but
I mean, Jim Morrison
I-
did that. So I mean, you know,
I had postpartum depression after our last baby in 2018 to 2019. And it was just like one of my ways of getting my feelings out. And so when COVID hit, we're listening to more music. I'm feeling...
do you need a tissue? You sound like you're getting upset.
No, I'm good. My voice is like terrible. So yeah, like when I started feeling better, I was like, I actually have like a ton of material here that I just, before I would never even think of like putting out there for other people to hear. Because I thought like they were pretty good standalone poems, like on their own.
Okay.
And I was like, I'm just going to try this. I'm just going to try to put some music to this and see what happens. And that's actually like the number one thing I love to do the most now is write lyrics, put a melody to them, write the music. Like just the whole process is the best.
Okay.
So that's how it all started.
So now, how is it for you when she gets you lyrics and stuff? You're like, "Fuck, I gotta make music to this now." Like, I'm serious? Like, I gotta. It's like a guessing game.
Yeah, but it's actually I like it because I have an end goal. Okay. So I'm very much a technician, and I'm very like formally trained and like big music theory guy. So when I get like a melody and lyrics, when I get the creative stuff that I don't do, I'm like, all right, cool. I can put this into a box. I can turn this into a song. Because I'm not, super creative. Like I could never write lyrics, or I don't think I could. So she gives me a melody and lyrics, and I'll listen to it and be like, okay, this is that key. I'll talk to her. She's really good at producing this stuff. She has a lot of really great ideas, and I'll talk to her. What kind of vibe do you want? How do you like envision this song sounding at the end? And then when I take that melody, I'll give her chord options. Because if she's singing
You're
in
like full service. You can have this option. We can make this a minor,
Okay,
or we
to be
can.
fair, though, I just have to,
She's the
chime
boss,
in.
isn't she? She's the
So,
boss.
100%.
The way I write, I feel like is kind of weird because I am a vocalist first. I can play a little piano. I had to go through like all the music theory training and stuff that he did, but the way I write it in my head is I literally can hear chord changes in my head, and I can hear like which chords don't work for sure. And I can hear the instrumentation that I want. I sing out specific bass lines that I want him to play. So like, it's very like, it's almost finished before I even
Okay.
I get,
bring it to him.
I get a lot of direction and
She's like, he just does what he's told.
I was gonna say, yeah, no shit.
No. I just
that's the way I like it. Simple life. Simple life.
no. I just
True,
I don't
true.
want it to sound like I just like sit there while you like.
No. She has bass lines in her head, and I mean, I'll have the melody, and I'll take a very analytical music theory approach. I'm like, well, if you're singing these notes, you could use this chord or this chord, and it functions in this manner, and I'll play different options, and she'll like, yeah, that and this progression, and what if we had a bass line here, and the beat could be like this, and so then I'll start making kind of like a demo session, just doing some like home production, record bass line, record some keyboard parts. And then when we have a good idea of the song, then we kind of make a plan for how we're going to record it for real.
And I think it's cool because he is like so technical about everything, and I think outside of the box more. So I'll be like, what if we actually put this in there instead? Or what if we go to this chord or whatever? And he's like, that's crazy. Like,
No.
it's like, that'll never
That's against
work.
the rules.
And then we
Fuck
do
your
it. And
rules. We're doing it anyway.
yeah.
Yeah.
But a lot of the times it works.
Yeah, no, it's funny. It's kind of like an inside joke. Like, I'm like, no, that's not a thing. It's never been done. We can't do that. And then we do it. I'm like, fuck, it's brilliant.
Damn it, it sounds good.
It's so
Son of a bitch.
It's so brilliant.
Groundbreaking.
Yeah,
Yeah. So that's kind of the process, I guess.
yeah.
Okay, so now that was 21. We're 2 years after that. How's that process still going? Same way? Has things changed? You know, maybe a little more comfortable, like, you know, throwing shit at each other, or
Yeah, we're definitely like, I feel like I'm kind of in a groove now. I mean, so all of the songs I have streaming right now have live band recorded
Okay.
with them, which is like a whole process in
Well, I was
itself.
going to say, how is that for you
Yeah.
versus always being like, I mean, obviously the song's written.
Mm-hmm.
When they come in, how many ever members it is, I don't know, but
Mm-hmm.
is it like, you know, okay, well, this is a song. I need you to play it like this. You know, you have maybe that much leeway or that
Mm-hmm.
much, or, hey, man, you know, let's give
Yeah.
it some feel, you know, like,
Mm-hmm.
how do you guys approach now bringing in outsiders? We'll call them outsiders.
Yeah.
They shouldn't be outsiders, but they might be outsiders.
No, I that's interesting because we usually pick people that we work with and we know what they're gonna bring. Like like there's this piano player that we work with all the time, and
Hey,
we
Will.
yeah
Hi,
we
Will.
always use
Sorry.
Will because
Blink twice if you're in trouble. Go ahead.
no, Will always he just brings what he brings, and it's just so perfect for what we're doing. Which he's a really accomplished classical pianist, jazz pianist, and we want kind of an improvised part, yeah. And we'll give him the changes, and we'll give him a lot of direction, and then I mean maybe on 4 of the songs, it was like his first take is what's on the record.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Like,
Yeah, he's
that's
just
cool.
a monster.
So
And we
how
do
about drums then? Because that's hard to sit there and police.
yeah.
we don't really we never really have to do that.
Yeah.
But actually, so recently, my latest music that just came out, I've been collaborating with a rapper named Johnny Mac. He's also a New Jersey musician, and we have just been working with beats, like pre-made beats, which
Yeah, it's
I
different.
love.
You're like, I love it.
I have so much fun doing it. Yeah, that's like a process that I could do all day, every day.
Okay.
Just writing melodies, lyrics to stuff. Like, send me a song, I will make a song. If you send me the beat, or
Okay,
whatever.
okay.
So that's been really fun too.
So is that an avenue that you would maybe think of going down, where you would be a songwriter or a ghostwriter?
Oh yeah, I would
for-
love that.
Okay.
Absolutely love that. Yeah, I definitely want to get more into songwriting. I don't really know, how do you really get into songwriting for other people?
Like professionally?
Yeah.
That's all just
whatever.
Networking.
Yeah,
It's really
it's networking stuff.
That's it.
Yeah.
Which brings me, so you guys have earlier releases of stuff. What are you doing to promote it on, say social media, or are you trying to, get into some kind of, I don't want to say label because they're not really anything anymore, but like maybe management, tour management, lawyers, whatever, somebody to help you get to that. Basically what we want is a label, but it's for their distribution, not for anything else.
Right.
They're never going to pay for a record again.
Right.
So, what are you doing socially to promote your stuff?
Yeah, so that's a very interesting thing that I've been going through. I would say in the past year, I really started promoting my music and learning about just how to do that. I really had like barely any streams on my songs up until about a year ago. So I just started researching myself, watching YouTube videos, watching TikToks, which I actually
Chris Dean and his TikTok.
which I actually love, by the way.
Well, I can vouch she is all over Instagram and TikTok. I see her
am.
every time I open the app. Boom, there she is.
I am, yeah.
Okay.
So,
Some that grind. The algorithm.
yeah, so running ads like completely changed the game for me. So now my song Better Than That, which is actually like, it's pretty old.
Yeah, it's the third song we released.
Something like that. But yeah, so I ran an ad for that song and I made like a cute little video to it that I thought would be just a silly idea. And people seem to like it because now I have like, I don't know how many streams now, but I mean, I went from like a few hundred to like thousands. I have like a good amount of Spotify followers and all that stuff. And I feel really like stupid, like just like saying numbers and stuff. But it's been like a huge part of this journey for me is learning how to get my music out there and how to get it heard, how to get, just people listening. So that's been like a huge part of it.
Maybe we'll figure that out one day.
Well, I was just going to ask her about Spotify because I know how much you love that. Do you feel that Spotify has helped you?
Fuck Spotify.
So,
It's the devil.
we were
It is
talking,
the devil, but
we were talking
goddamn.
about this on the way here. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I can't,
Fuck you too, pal.
Go ahead, sorry.
I can't be a hypocrite because I use Spotify like
Of course, everybody does.
constantly. So,
Everybody except one person I know here.
what do you use?
I use Apple Music and stuff
Okay.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah. You think it's that much worse?
I just hate Spotify. It's my vendetta. I hate them.
I love you guys.
Because
so if you still want to take us, we're here for you.
Listen, I tell everybody they are the biggest streaming music platform, and they pay the artists the absolute least out of any of them.
Yeah.
That's true. I heard that they lose money. Somebody like a conspiracy guy was telling me the other day. He was like, they lose $30 million a month. It's
If
like,
they lose $30 million
No.
a month, they
That
ain't
means they're
staying in
making
business.
30 trillion.
That's what I said. Well, that's what I said. And he was like, no, the venture capitalists, they keep buying in. It's somebody's tax write-off. I was like,
No, actually, the new thing is TikTok music. Have you guys heard about that?
wait, I haven't even heard of
I
that.
know. I want to hear this. Go ahead. Let's
No,
get
apparently it's going to be like, it's going to replace Spotify.
What, with 30-second songs?
Yeah.
No, I don't really know the
Oh, well,
details.
then you better get your ass on TikTok.
No,
now,
like they
boy.
want to have a full streaming service like
And
Spotify.
There you go.
Are they going to pay their artists 30%?
I don't know. I don't know the details, but I just think you can't really
Instead of
make
7/10
money.
of a penny, it's 8/10 of a penny.
I saw
You got
something the other
raised.
day, and it was like Apple Music and somebody else pay. It was like a full tenth of a penny, as where Spotify's at like number 10 or 12 on the list, where they pay like it's like 0.0032 cents, something like that per stream.
Yeah.
Well, I am not doing this for the money, and
Oh, yeah.
I just like
I think that goes without saying.
if I was like
We're
yeah.
doing it because we love
I'd
it.
be delusional. No, like it sounds cheesy, but it really is. I mean, if I wanted to make more money doing music right now, I would just go back and do cover gigs.
And that's sad too. That most people, that's like the very common answer that I hear, and it's like there's no respect for someone that creates their own music anymore.
Well, no, that's not true because you could actually sit there and write music for TV and movie, and you make a lot more money
Yeah, it's true.
with a lot
But
less
to play
work.
devil's advocate a little bit, like
I got to get into that.
I was watching a video about this on TikTok, but there's like an entitlement.
Must be true if it's on TikTok. Go
There's
ahead,
an
I'm sorry.
entitlement that a lot of musicians have that this like kind of plays into the ad thing. So it's like everyone should love this. Everyone should love my song. Like why? Like what are you bringing to other people
Nothing.
that makes them want to listen to it? And I think that that's actually the upside to all of this, like the videos and the social media and stuff, is like you have to stand out. Like your music has to be good for people to keep watching.
I would imagine. I think no matter what, your music has to be good.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you are just doing it for fun.
Right.
You know, but
Yeah.
See, but most of what I say is, especially like the local scene here in Ocean County, Monmouth County, Asbury, down this way. You go back to like late 90s, early maybe up to like 2003, 2004, you could go to a Saturday afternoon show and the place was wall to wall fucking people and everybody stayed for all 10 bands that played all day long. That doesn't happen anymore.
you know, you sound like the old guys. Like I used to walk to school in fucking snow.
Uphill both ways.
Yeah.
It's true.
No, but I remember like I was in an original band in high school. We would play like the Chrome, the Stone Pony,
Yeah.
Chubbies in Red Band,
yeah.
those Bills.
I used to go to like 3-4
Jersey
shows a
shows.
week.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
granted now I can't because I got, the wife, the kids, the job and all
Right.
that, but
Yeah.
It was the good old days.
it
though.
was.
Maybe
really
it was.
was.
And you know what? I don't think they're coming back. So it's okay.
But it was also before you had Apple Music, Spotify, the internet, really, where it was even before Napster, like when you didn't have the access to everything in the palm of your hand at any given moment.
Yeah.
Go buy CDs whenever I got my allowance from
Yeah.
Jack's
Like kids these
Music.
days won't know
Oh,
what it's like
God,
to
I
go
remember that.
line up and for a midnight release at a CD store when you're waiting there at like 11:30 at night to buy the CD when it comes out at midnight, so you have it 8 hours before everybody else. You know?
Or listen to full albums over and over again.
Yeah, we talk about that all the time.
Don't get her started.
The albums are almost extinct.
But there's also a reason for that too.
oh, here we go.
It's
What did
because nobody
TikTok
has the
say? I want to know what
attention
TikTok say.
No, it just from a promotion perspective, it makes no sense to put an album out anymore unless you're already super famous. It just makes no sense because if
attention
someone
span.
comes in and finds your Spotify, which first of all, like you're already lucky if they do, but if they do, you press play on the first song. And if it's not like amazing or they don't love it, they're just going to not listen to the rest. And you might have a really great song on number 3 or number 4 or number 5. They're never going to get to it. So it's like put out a song each, separately
All right, so
and
let
give
me,
it a chance.
Let me play old guy. Yes, you are correct. I'm not even denying that whatsoever. But what if that person heard of you because they saw you someplace play? They don't know the name of the song, but they'll search through each one to find that one. So that's at least you get once a spin, but then you'll get the multiple when they
I guess
find
just like numbers wise, you'd have to be doing so many shows, enough shows for that to pay off however many, like thousands of times, hundreds of thousands of times. You know what I mean? Like,
back in my old days, you would have to sit there and play constantly.
Right.
Like, okay, so think about the way you guys played your cover shows to make money. Well, that's the original band, not to make money, but
Right.
to get out there. So I mean,
yeah.
it's kind of half a dozen of one or the
I'm not
other.
disagreeing with you
No,
either.
no, I know. I'm not. I
I
would totally
loved-
win. It's okay, but respect your elders. Anyway, so
You're not that much older either.
you're right. I'm not.
See, look at that. You don't feel so old.
I
for
don't
once.
feel old today.
But like I said, we talk about that all the time, about how the way of the album is gone. And especially since COVID was the huge turning point where it just became everything is singles based. And,
So-
nobody cuts albums anymore.
I like the combination though. I like having the releases come out separately, but then have them all be in an album. Like
yeah, single. Then you release the whole thing as a
Yeah.
collective too.
because I listen to tons of albums and I love listening to the full, like in the order that it's meant to be in and all of that stuff. So I think both make sense.
I guess it's the old school in me. Like I'll put a CD in my car and I'll just play that one album for like
6
Oh, I
months.
listen to
2-3 weeks every time I'm in the car.
I-
It just keeps going and going and going.
I listen to the same few songs like
mean,
way too much.
That's how you actually like listen to an artist and like it grows on you. Like,
Yeah.
But can
Nothing-
you do
nothing-
that with something done within the last 15 years?
I think you can.
Oh,
I just
I do.
don't think people do.
I
I think
do.
most people don't.
Like,
It's
what would be
snippet?
All right,
snippet,
so
snippet.
I'm gonna. I want to learn. What would be an album that I would sit there and listen to over and over again because it has good music. It was produced. I don't want to say correctly because correctly is the wrong word, but there's things and there's hidden gems that if you have to listen, like let's take Zeppelin with telephones going off in the background, or Pink Floyd has all these things.
The
going
older
on.
albums definitely have little nuances that
So
every
what
listen
would be
through they pop
today's
out
equivalent?
at.
Okay, so what's
Easter
today's
eggs.
equivalent?
I mean, like, I think it depends on your.
Oh no, I hate everything, but so I
Taste.
want to learn. So just I will actually listen to it and probably find you on TikTok and be like, I hate you. No, go ahead. So like, what would be? I'm open.
So one of my all-time favorite artists is Bonnie Raitt, and
Okay, but she's old.
she's still coming
want-
out with music.
That's fine, but she's old. So
you
are
want
all
a
the old
newer
listeners- Oh yeah, I
artist.
want a newer artist.
Okay.
Her?
Yeah, I love her.
I love her too. Who's her?
Okay. Next. I mean, Frank Ocean's album, Channel Orange, is like one of my all-time favorite albums.
Okay, I could probably remember
Who else? This is like,
Anderson .Paak.
oh, and anything Anderson .Paak does.
Never heard of him either.
that. No, right? Like, Jesus fuck.
I listen to like R&B.
Okay, no.
So that's, yeah.
As long as it is out sometime within the last 15 years, I want to check it out because I'd like to learn why. Like, okay, so in a rock world, songs at 4.5 were okay.
Right.
Now we're pushing 2:30, 3 minutes, and you're in
Yeah,
trouble.
if you're over 3 minutes,
So,
it's
like-
got no chance.
I don't do that.
No, you
Yeah,
don't.
she
You
puts
definitely do not.
My songs are long.
My first thing was, holy shit, it's 5 fucking minutes long. God damn.
I used to be in a stoner rock band, and he used to yell at me all the time. He's like, dude, your fucking song is 12 and a half minutes long. I'm like, but it's fucking awesome.
Yeah, we gotta get to the third breakdown.
Yes, exactly. I was like, it takes you on a journey.
Yeah, journey, all right. So what are your guys' plans now as far as moving forward? We got some new songs going to come out.
Yeah, working on a ton of more music, and my goal is to eventually do some original gigs. I want to do it with a full band though, and I just want to have enough original stuff to really like have a full show.
Yeah, because we were doing hybrid. Like we would play all of our originals, but then like it would be like a 3-hour restaurant paying gig. So we'd play covers and like
Sneak 'em
sprinkle them in.
No,
yeah.
but you know what? Actually, and it's good because some people might not even know and be like, well, that song
yeah,
was
they
really
don't.
good. What artist was that?
We've gotten that before. Like,
yeah.
oh, who was
So,
that?
you know what? I kind of feel like that might actually help you out more.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because people won't know, but they're like, "Oh, this sounds good," and I like the song before it, and then this sounds like it. Oh, that's you. Do you have a CD? Do you have? Where can I?
Right.
Yeah, do you have a CD? Yeah. Where can I download your shit?
And it's good too. Like we did a beer and music fest like a week and a half ago, right? Oh no, last weekend.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it was cool because there was a band called Chevy Lopez, and they did like they call themselves an R&B because they're like hip hop, R&B, and reggae.
Oh, that sounds cool.
So, but all their covers that they do, they make reggae. So
Right.
when they mix their originals in, it just all flows like one together.
Yeah,
you
That
know?
that's
sounds
cool.
good.
It's
idea.
cool and it's cool. And like I know when I go see a band and they do that and they play their covers in their own style and then slide their own originals in,
Right.
you don't even really feel the shift in it.
Yeah.
That's
and
good.
you still make money. So,
Yeah.
Yep.
but okay, so you're gonna continue writing. You have something that's gonna be coming out in like late August, September.
Yes, but I can't tell you what it's gonna be called yet.
No, not even us. I mean, we're the
No, I mean,
we're the
I don't know.
Jersey Shore Musicians podcast.
I
You
don't
can
know
tell us.
yet. I had a few. So I've released 3 songs with that rapper Johnny Mac recently. We're planning on making a full album together, releasing the songs separately. Not
We gotta
all
make sure we
together.
specify. Go ahead.
And then I've got a bunch of originals of my own that are kind of half finished. So
Okay.
Yeah,
Got a
we,
lot.
we got one that's like finished. We just gotta like.
yeah.
We'll get all 7 of our listeners to check you out. Don't worry.
How about like I know you want your goal is to go out and play out places like how would you go about doing that? You know, was it be like anything you want where it's like a full band or a trio or maybe just as a duo where you guys kind of do it just to at least get some of your music out?
I really only want to do full band gigs at this point
That's a mistake. Go ahead.
because I've played a lot of duo and trio gigs.
Yeah, but that's
and,
cover stuff.
Yeah, we've done our originals kind of like that.
Yeah.
It's just
I want to do
more
them like I want it for the original music because it's what we do for fun.
Look at them divided. Go ahead.
And Well, no, like, 'cause,
Just kidding.
like I'm.
Speak your mind. We're safe here.
This is your safe
No,
space.
we had a conversation about this. Like we did a gig and we were like, let's just like not do that anymore. Like
Well,
there's just no
'cause-
point. Like it's just not as fun for us to sit there and do a duo gig or something or a trio gig, whatever. Like we want to hear the songs sound like how they're supposed to sound.
Okay.
And
Yeah, because like so I have charts for our original music, and there'll be different musicians that'll play with us. And we had not all of our first choice musicians on the gig, and they were all great, but they hadn't played with us before, and we didn't rehearse because everybody's like a professional, and I was like, here's the music, let's just.
oh yeah,
play
we
it.
don't rehearse. That's the other thing.
So-
Like we don't.
The gig was fine, but it was for me. It was just very like
Loose.
and just average. Like it sounded good, but and I was like, like we do average gigs and good cover gigs all the time. Like for this, I want to do concerts. Like I want it to be super rehearsed. Like I want to put on a show. I want like cute, like light cues. I want to play with the backing tracks because there's a lot of like electronic music production embedded with the live. I was like, I want to put on like concerts. So, like playing kind of not half-assed, but like just not to the absolute max. It was like, what's the point? Like, let's
Yeah.
record
It's kinda
and
like,
then,
why?
like,
I
if
don't
we're
know.
gonna do it, like, let's put on a concert versus do a gig.
I like it.
Yeah.
I want to see a concert. I want to see a full-blown theatrical thing.
Yeah,
Do you guys know who Erica Badu is?
Yes.
We just saw her
Yeah.
not too long ago. It
that was
so
a
good.
concert.
That was a concert.
I mean, and
yeah.
because we are professional musicians, we don't go to like concerts very often.
Yeah, I don't like huge venues usually, but I really wanted to see her, and it was so good.
It was, yeah.
So.
It was like a nice reminder, like, oh yeah, I used to like going to the PNC.
See, my problem with that is I hate people. So like,
Same.
I think it depends on the crowd too. Like the crowd at her concert was so cool. Like everyone was just so into it and just like
Yeah.
We're probably all high as fuck.
Yeah, smoking weed.
yeah,
Oh, yeah, of course.
But it
they're
wasn't
into
like going to like we used to go to the like the Allman Brothers at PNC and
Oh my
stuff.
god, that's great.
And I don't know, like I'm just too old for that. I don't want to sit outside and like
I'm too old for
no,
I mean, for
I
the
am.
law,
You're a
like,
baby.
but like the
too
riffraff
old for
on the
that.
wall. I mean, like, yeah.
I saw their
I want to
30th
sit in a
anniversary
good
at the
seat.
Beacon. Yeah. Well, yeah. See, now
wanna sit
I'm
in a
like
good
that
seat.
though too. Like I saw.
Yeah, like I don't want to be uncomfortable and like be surrounded by
Be
like
on the lawn looking at the TV
Nah,
screen.
fuck that,
Yeah.
man. I'm too old.
yeah.
Yeah,
Like if-
I'm definitely a fan of the more smaller, intimate kind of venues.
The
yeah.
Vogel in Red Bank is great.
Yes, I heard a lot.
It's
of
really
good
really
things
cool.
about that.
Yeah, it sounds great. Like it's such a small.
Sounds a lot better than the big theater.
We're just
I don't
gonna
know
shit
the big
talk now.
theater.
No, like the Count Basie theater, because the Vogel's
okay.
like the 400-seater next to the main theater.
Oh, okay. I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
There's like standing room and then there's some seats. It's really cool.
The Count Basie's awesome. It's just like it's an old theater and it's not treated. It just doesn't sound
Oh,
good
yeah.
in there. But
It's a historical
Yeah.
landmark. They're not going
But
to
the
do shit
Vogel
with
has like good sound and good vibe, and
Okay.
they have a lot of the artists that we like to see, like smaller jazz artists, hip hop artists, R&B artists. They have like
And this is my song called Ghost. Looking back, it seems everything was so damn easy for me. Now it's just a dream, hoping it will come back to me. Me. Oh, I'm waiting, oh, for the medicine to kick in. Oh, I'm waiting, I'm holding on to a ghost, a feeling that I used to know. Ooh, it's what I'm needing the most. Anything just to feel a glow, a glow. Oh, hey. Looking back, I see everything wasn't what it seemed. What it seemed, it was right in front of me. You weren't who I thought you would be. Oh, I'm waiting, waiting, for the medicine to kick in. Oh, I'm waiting, waiting, to feel like myself again. I'm holding on to a ghost, a feeling that I used to know, that I used to know. It's what I'm needing the most. Anything just to feel a glow, a glow. When I feel it, there's no way I'd rather be. No. I can't conceal it. I'm better with the glow around me. Better with the glow. I'm feeling like myself. I'm feeling like myself.
Did you ever go to Bourbon Street, New Orleans?
Yeah, when we were like
We couldn't even drink
20.
when we went. It was like so.
We were like 20, and we went to some bars and we like just tried to get drinks, and they would card us, and we'd be like, we left our IDs at the hotel.
Well, no, there's like a lot of good, like if you go off the beaten path, the jazz musicians.
Well,
there
yeah,
are
I mean,
fucking
walking down
disgusting.
the street and all the all the windows were open. We were like watching bands from the street.
Yeah. Like it was. I remember being there. I was really wasted, but it was fucking.
I think-
even though I was like that banged up, I was like, holy shit, this is impressive.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But all right, so where can people find you? Find your music, follow you. We obviously know TikTok.
Spotify.
Man, I'm getting roasted.
Stop it.
YouTube.
Yeah,
Apple
Well,
Music.
first, I have a website. It's my name,
Is that still a thing?
AmandaGreatorex.com. It is.
Websites. No, I'm asking. I'm not even being like sarcastic. Is that
No.
really still a thing? Does that work for you?
Yeah. I mean, I just like having everything consolidated in one place. If
Okay.
people want to like, you know, what?
Link in the bio.
Yeah, link in my bio.
Link in the bio.
Okay, so we got.
You can contact me on there as well. Like my email is hooked up to that. Not that anyone ever does, but so I have that, and then I have.
I'll send you an email just so you feel
Now
better.
we're all gonna do it. Everybody
Actually,
just
now-
start emailing her.
Now that I think about it, I'm like, maybe it doesn't work.
Sorry, I'm really good at that. My bad. Okay, I'm sorry. They're like, yeah, this place has a great music scene. It does? Are you sure? Because it seems fucking dead. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. So Instagram, Amanda Greatorex sings.
And that's how.
we all know about
That's the one
TikTok.
you're always on.
Yeah.
Instagram, right?
Yeah, that's the main one, I would say.
Yeah, I see her on Instagram and
TikTok.
TikTok.
TikTok, I'm on YouTube. I don't post
So
as
what
much
do you
on
do
there.
on
All
TikTok? Do you sit
platforms.
there and like tell everybody like, oh well, I woke up today and I'm gonna make a song?
So
La 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 la. Like
I
okay.
just started like when I was learning how to make ads for my songs. I was like, all right, what do I want? What am I gonna do for these ads? There's so many options. So I learned how to basically just make like simple videos of myself. I try to think of some kind of like theme, lip syncing to the music usually, with like the lyrics on it, which is usually important. I also do like AI videos to my music now. So like I'll make some like little AI video to go along with it.
But generally, like music
All right.
videos.
How the fuck
Yeah.
does that work?
It's pretty cool.
It's very easy.
Oh yeah, AI. Obviously,
Yeah.
that's what we've been talking about this more and more,
Yeah.
and I'm just curious on like the whole AI thing. Like, how did that work?
So
for
the
you?
site that I used, you just go in and type like a scene that you want. So like one of the AI videos I made, I think I wrote, because the cover of the single it's a picture I had of myself like on the beach with the moon in the background, and I just wrote in like woman on beach running towards a moon or whatever. Like it can be so basic.
You just gotta give like keywords.
Yeah. And then you just pick a few different options for how you want it to look.
Themes, right?
Yeah. And then it just generates it for you.
I've looked into it.
That is
I almost
So-
chopped up our music video and
oh my
did
god,
some
I
AI
would
on it.
sit there and have such a blast with that. Anyway,
Yeah. So it's
You
fun.
were
It's
talking
fun.
about AI mixing today. She was like,
Yeah.
"Hey, I might not need you to even like help me record anymore. There's like going to be this AI vocal mixing." I was like, "What?"
They're out there now, but it's
is. I mean-
extremely hit or miss.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't believe in that because I think even as a mixer, you're putting your personality onto
Mm-hmm.
that, and if you do it AI, I mean, it's bad enough. We all try to cram everything as zero as it is, and I think that's a mistake. But
Mm-hmm.
we're losing our personalities each fucking year.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You know, we're either conforming to AI or timestamps.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny you say that because that's actually
I know.
why
I know it's funny. Go ahead.
that's why I make like some of the decisions I've made in my recording so far is like I leave a lot of breaths in. I don't use a lot of auto tune. I like to leave in some like mistakes, I guess you could say. I like to have my voice sound real, and I hate reverb.
Oh yeah, I found that one out the hard way. Holy shit, you're the first
Well,
one.
a
I'm like,
lot of
fuck
what's
you,
missing-
it's dry now.
And a lot of what's missing from today's music is those blue notes. Those like you're just slightly off. You know, it's just it makes it
Right.
It makes it personal.
I agree. And I think it comes from like we listen to a lot of jazz. I sing a lot of jazz, and you know, we were just talking about this the other day actually. Like I'm thinking about all those artists that didn't have auto tune. You know,
yeah.
like that the recordings are just so freaking amazing. Like it
Jazz
just
people love playing the wrong notes.
that's true.
It's called chromatic jazz, but anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. So no, I like to incorporate. I try to, at least I
I think we try to
He's
keep
like,
it.
oh yeah, no worry, baby. Like, yeah, you're 100% natural. Like,
Opens
fucking.
Melodyne.
Okay, tell them what you've told me about that.
Yeah, I mean, so I will do some pitch correction, not necessarily out of necessity, just like I just want to make like a perfect record. So I'll open it and it'll have the blocks where the notes are gonna be, and like 95% of the time she's like dead on.
I like to put it on backups.
And I record a lot of other people, and like
Oh,
it's
yeah, it's in between.
it's very different. Like looking at her vocal in a pitch correction software just like doesn't look like other people's.
Okay.
It's really good.
He taught me Fix It in Pre, so
Yeah.
you do it well.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I always say to her, I was like, you don't like reverb because you don't need to hide. You don't need to like bathe in reverb to like, because I'll
smooth
do
it
front
out,
of
yeah.
house. I do a lot of sound gigs. Did a festival on Saturday, and the singer comes up. He's like, "Hey, you got a reverb on there?" I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Yeah, I got a cold, and
You're gonna need a little more.
and I'm not a very good singer anyway, so
Just bury me in the mix and smooth me out.
yeah."
Like, don't worry, you're under the snare now. Thank you.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah.
Wow,
But
you shut that one down real fast.
I like putting autotune on backups to make them sound more just, I don't know, like
Well, you layer backups a lot, so when they're like
Yeah.
really pitched and like you've got 4 or 5 layers, it can sound like a keyboard, like synthesizer.
yeah, I want it to almost sound like an instrument.
Okay.
So
Well, that
I
makes
like doing
sense.
that. Yeah,
Very good.
Yeah, vocal layers.
it's my favorite part.
I think, yeah, on Patience, the track that we did before, I think that session was 87 tracks. Like the session ended up with 87 tracks, and like 35 of them were vocals.
Really?
It was a
didn't know
big
that.
session. I probably spent 100 hours on that one song.
And it has the least amount of streams.
She loves to remind me of that.
Wow.
It's my favorite. It kills me. I'm
She's like, your work means shit, guy.
and then like the simple songs have the most.
No, that's what's so
streams.
funny is like that.
Well, I think the attention span of people listening, they want simple.
They're
They
not listening
want
for the
cookie
depth
cutter.
of it. They're just
Maybe I
listening
just
for.
maybe I just don't have good taste. I'm like, that's my favorite. That's the best one.
No, it's funny because my most successful song so far is the most simple song I have. And it's the one I've gotten like the most feedback about.
Okay.
Like people will message me and be like, I love that song. It's on like, I think it's over like 250 playlists or something.
Yeah.
So like, I didn't think it
over
was
10,000 streams now, right?
Yeah, I didn't think it was gonna do that well, but
Okay.
it's everyone's favorite. So
There you go.
Whatever.
That's all that matters.
it works.
Man.
I don't care.
I like Ghost.
yeah,
I like Ghost.
it too. But
That one.
That still doesn't make up for that one.
I think Ghost. I probably mixed for 60 hours, and then Patience was like 100 hours. We kept making revisions. We kept changing. It started out like one way, and it ended up like a completely different song.
yeah, that's what always happens.
It does.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
happens a lot.
Yeah, you have one plan and it just goes the other way.
What's funny is like you bounce the songs down. It's like
No,
mix,
this is you.
master, final master, mix done, final master 2.
He drives me crazy because he names every one
I just started
final.
like putting the date on it, and whatever's the newest one, that's
Yeah.
the one, because like there was 10 final mix, master, done, finished.
He'll name them all. He'll name them all final, and I'm like, this isn't the final. Like, don't name it that.
I'm just putting it into the universe. Like if I call it final, there's a chance it will be.
There's a chance it'll be done.
No, never.
That's the one thing I love about playing with him is like I'm the same way. I constantly I'll like be listening to it and thinking I'm like, oh, we could do this, oh, we could do that, and he'll just be like, nope, session's closed, pal.
So
He's like, it's done.
I'm
We're
actually
not
more
touching
like
it.
That's-
I'm more like that. I do like I don't know, vocally I do maybe 4 takes. Like I don't do a lot of takes. And then
Of
like
the lead vocal,
yeah, and then like he'll show me, like he'll mix it a bit and he'll show me and I'm like, yeah, that sounds great. Let's just do a few things and then it's done. And he's like, no, but I have to do this and I have to and I'm like, no, like that's it. I don't want to keep going because it like
That's how
there
it
is a
goes
thing.
sometimes.
Yeah.
How many?
There's
like
always.
needy.
She's trying to make you out to be the bad guy.
No.
Well, we have this one.
no,
song.
I'm actually giving you more credit. Like he is so on top of all that stuff that he hears things that I don't hear. Like he'll be like, "Oh, but did you notice that the drums sound like this here and whatever?" And I'm like, "No, I didn't notice that."
Yeah, I'm like, I can hear the gate open. She's like, it's fine.
Which, if you listen, I just found this out because I actually got a good pair of Bluetooth speaker headphones. So I'm like pulling out songs from like the 90s and stuff. I'm like, motherfucker, I hear the snare. What's a snare crack? And all of a sudden the hi-hat comes out. And I'm like, well, it is the 90s, but
Yeah.
fuck, man, these guys got paid millions of dollars for this record. And it's a great record.
Right.
But, oh man, look at all these little fucking things that you don't notice
Right.
in two stereo speakers blasting at you
Right.
until you separate it in your ears and you go, son of a bitch. And I only noticed that. Nobody's going to fucking care.
And that's
Nobody's
the thing
gonna
is, I
notice
think like you have to think about like the audience most of the time. And it's like, are they going to notice a difference in me spending like another 20 hours working on this? Probably not.
Probably
What's
Like,
the difference between somebody who just listens to music and somebody who plays music? Someone who's really into music and plays music, they're going to put headphones on and listen for all the little individual parts and the nuances.
Right.
As where most people just put it on and they just hear it in totality. They're not listening for like the drums or the bass or this or that. They're just listening to the song.
I like doing that. Like I can't hear my own songs like that for a while until after, like a long time after they're done. I can only hear the individual parts. And then after some time has passed, I can go back and listen to it and be like, oh yeah, I do like this mix. This is good. But like right afterwards,
It's like, yeah, thanks, honey. Like 6 months ago,
I'm
that's
like,
awesome. Thanks.
No, but right afterwards, it's like your ears are tired. Like you've been working on it for so long that all you can hear are like those individual parts.
He feels.
Yeah.
You choose to do this.
Well, yeah.
He'll listen to it a couple thousand times.
No, when I'm done with the record, I'm like done with it for
Yeah.
like years. And I'm like, I remember this. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
But years. I will not listen to anything I've done after like the 1000th of time listening to
Well,
it.
sometimes
Fuck
we do that too. Like we'll have songs. We've had a few songs where I'm like, I think we just needed to take a break from this song and just come back in a little bit because we're just, you just like.
Yeah. I had a recording student of mine ask me, how do you know when the song's done? And I said, when you hate it.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. When you're sick of listening to it, yep.
When you hate
Yeah.
it.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's where you're like, oh, I think no, it's done. Fuck you, it's done. I'm not changing a thing.
Yeah.
All right, so we got Instagram, YouTube,
The TikTok.
TikTok, Facebook.
Facebook, yeah.
Yeah.
What-
All platforms.
all platforms.
As the artists
I know,
say
but I'm
these
trying
days.
to think. What the hell other platform?
I know, what else
there?
is
Well, there's
there?
that new one.
Tidal.
The new one.
What the fuck's
Threads.
title?
Threads.
I'm on
that's
that
it.
What
too.
is that?
I honestly like I'm on it, but I have no clue what it does.
It's the
Like,
Twitter killer. It's a
Yeah.
like Meta, like Facebook.
what was
He
it,
put it out to fight with Elon Musk. He's like, I'm gonna kill your little Twitter.
Speaker
baby.
Rats was telling us that Threads it links to your Instagram profile.
Yeah.
But if you ever want to delete your Threads, you
It'll delete your
also have to
Instagram.
delete your Instagram.
Yeah. That's what I've heard too.
Makes no sense. All right, whatever. Anyway, you kids do. That's your fucking problem. Okay, so we got to search you out on everything. We have to email her at least once a week.
We'll see if it works. Can we test it?
Yeah, test
Oh my
drive.
God, are we serious?
Yeah,
We're
if
like,
anybody sees
you
this,
have
go to her
literally
website.
A couple days.
Go to her website and just start spamming her.
I thought you were pulling your phone out. I'm like, you're not really trying, are you?
No,
right now?
no. I'm just thinking, I'm like, have I gotten emails? I mean, the thing is, like, it's so much easier to just message people now, right? Like, than email.
Yeah.
Well, that goes back to my question: is well, then why have a website?
I don't know.
Okay,
just
I'm
what-
just
Just
asking
it's
a
just
question.
another avenue for someone.
No,
to
I
find
have
you.
actually been thinking about not having
for
one.
older people though.
Yeah.
Like sometimes when we play gigs in restaurants, there'll be, 60.
Not
to
everybody is
80-year-old
on Facebook
clients.
Well, then you might as
Right.
well
And they're
carry
like-
around a bunch
they're
of
like,
business cards
yeah.
at that point.
Well, no, like we do like have like
I have a QR code on
QR
my
code
thing.
and a little, and they're like, do you have a website?
What 7-year-old's gonna fucking look up your QR code? I mean, let's be
I don't
honest.
know. They all got iPhones. They've had iPhones the same amount of time as we have.
Like I said, it's there's not many of them, but there are people that don't do Instagram or Facebook or
Yeah.
Twitter. Like we
Right.
have a Twitter, and I don't think we've had it for like a year, and I don't think I've posted.
Yeah, I don't
one
have
thing.
Twitter. I have to admit that.
Twitter's pretty much dead these days, anyway.
Yeah.
So
Got too political.
So the world.
I think it's all a necessary evil, though. Like, if you want people to hear your music, where else should you go?
okay.
besides-
So where do you put your music that people would listen to besides Spotify?
Well, it's on all streaming services.
Just define all streaming.
Apple Music,
Amazon.
YouTube, Tidal, Deezer, I think.
Yeah, Deezer's one of them. There's,
I don't know.
Stitch.
That makes me think of Fraggle Rock.
Yeah.
What the fuck's a
Stitcher.
Deezer?
I don't know. All of them.
Okay. So you just hit the button on like CD Baby and say to
Yeah,
all of
pretty
it.
much.
Distro Kid, it's a one-stop shop.
Yeah, pretty
Okay.
much.
Okay.
So
Very good. Is there anything that you would like to promote yourselves now? This is your opportunity.
I think that's enough.
I mean, yeah, I mean, we're really trying to just promote our original music.
Okay.
I mean, I'm very proud of it.
We'll have to
As you
come
should
check
be.
you out.
As you should be.
You should be proud of it. You know?
Yeah.
Because then what are you doing it for if you're not?
All right, well, final question.
Oh boy, here we go.
One
If you
more.
could change one thing about the music scene, what would it be and why?
About the music scene.
One local music scene. One singular thing.
Wow.
What would it be? and
Like
why?
where? Like the music scene.
The local
Jersey.
music scene, yeah.
We
Oh,
are.
it-
I would change so much. It's gonna be hard
What,
to make
one thing.
Yeah,
One
yeah.
thing. We've gotten, I mean, a plethora of answers.
Yeah.
What I would
Some of them are good.
change.
Some of them are really stupid. Let's see where you two end up.
If you have an idea, you can go ahead.
He's stewing. I can see it. He's like, what the fuck am I going to say? That's where I was, too. I was like, I can
don't
think of a
know.
million things. It's hard to single
Yeah,
out
it's
one.
kinda
I guess
hard
they're
to-
like
Well, you're looking
the
to
pay to play model. Just like there's all these kids that just like they're like, hey, can we play at the Stone Pony? And they're like, well, here's the tickets. Just sell them to your friends. And but then again, like
The
I guess that's
traditional
all
Kyle?
Kyle Jersey shows Kyle. Yeah, but then again, like I guess that's what you have to do because
Where, if you sell 50 tickets on a Tuesday, we'll let you sell 150 on a Friday.
yeah.
Right.
I
man,
don't
that's
know.
that's life. That's like
That's
going to your
I know.
boss and being
exactly. I
like,
wouldn't change it. That's kind of how it has to. I guess.
I actually, I mean, I don't really have any experience doing
I wish
that.
people could. I wish like there was a. You could get more shows and get more opportunities from being good. Like I wish venues and promoters and people that booked you would
I like that.
give good artists a shot.
Okay.
Because I feel like
Rather than just like
'Cause I know-
popularity or who you know. Or,
It's
how
not,
many
it's not
tickets
even
you
that.
sell.
It's who can sell the most tickets and make them
Yeah.
the most money.
right.
I like that. I can stand behind that one. That was good because I remember we were talking about that with Cranston. And just like if you suck, just stop telling people you're good, or stop people telling you that
his
you're good.
yeah,
You
his
suck,
answer
you
to that
suck.
question was stop telling people they're good when they're not.
yeah,
Because everybody would be like, oh, you guys were great, but you really weren't.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
The music scenes.
It's a harsh reality.
It's-
but
Big
It is,
circle jerk.
and it's also like we were saying before. It's you're an artist, and then you're in business.
right.
It's very hard to switch gears. So
And I think that's why I haven't ventured out into these original gigs yet, is because I know that if I don't have somewhat of a following, like listener wise, I can't bring anyone to my shows. So like I need to really build that up as much as I can, even like within the local music community, where people kind of know who I am, what my music sounds like, so that if I do start doing shows, if I'm promoting a show, they'll be like, oh yeah, I saw her video. I love that song, you know, like, so I'm trying to build it kind of like backwards, I guess, from what it used to be.
well, I mean, there's no right or wrong way at this point. It's the
Yeah.
Wild West, so go for it. You know.
I don't know. I'm just,
See, like right now, if I were to answer that question, honestly, it would be diversity. Because right now, everything is so clicky.
yeah, it is
Like
clicky.
the certain scene that we don't like, if you don't fit this certain mold, you don't get in.
Right.
And then there's other places where if you don't kiss this guy's ass, you don't play there. If you don't kiss that guy's ass, you don't play there. You know?
Yeah,
And
but
it's-
you always have to. Okay, I'm going to play. Like, I'm more business now, so it's like, of course, you're not going to kiss your boss's ass for a raise. You're not going to sit
I'm
there.
just saying,
and
but
please
there's
don't fire
certain
me when you fuck
communities
up.
that stick to one certain genre and type of music.
Okay,
and
I
if they
actually-
were to try to branch out, there are brands of other music that will bring people out, but they don't get the chance to.
I have an answer now, I think, actually. That made me. So, my pet peeve, I guess, within the local music scene is just like musicians not checking out other musicians' stuff. Like I will legit check out everyone's stuff. I listen to so much music, and I like if I see someone pop up on my feed or whatever, or if I hear someone has a show, I will go check out their music and actually listen to it. And I like to message people and be like, hey, I really love that song, you know, whatever it is, because not only do I want to support them as a fellow musician,
that message will mean a lot to those people.
right? And it's like any kind of feedback that I've gotten like that has meant so much to me, and I just think it's so easy to get kind of just like self-centered and like bogged down in like your own stuff, and it's just like we're all trying to do this. Like, can we just at least take a listen? You don't have to like it, but like at least just go listen to it.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, it's like me and him, we've played together for a long time, but we've also, outside of that, been playing for even longer.
Mm-hmm.
And we did this because we don't just play music. We love music. And
Mm-hmm.
we bring this in, and we've had all sorts of different genres and types, and everybody's a welcome here. You know,
Right.
it's not like we only do
Yeah, I guess
this
I'm kind of preaching
band
to
or-
the choir here.
Yeah.
You guys are like, I think what you're doing is great.
You try.
Yeah.
We're a bunch of nobodies, but we're trying.
No, I think it's awesome. Like I think that there should be like more support with, you know, fellow musicians.
So okay.
And no more blues rock bands. I've had enough of blues rock.
So okay, so this has come up like 2 or 3 more times. So it's almost like we want to build a musical community
That's what
for
we're trying
New
to
Jersey.
do here.
Yeah, yes, I know
Yeah.
that. But listen, I'm like, we know what we say, but they're like the second or third people to start this. So I don't know if this is starting to become like a trend where it's like, all right, maybe we need to support. So is this good that we're trying this? Is it good but also bad because we all know people backstab religiously? Yeah. And if we do build a community for musicians with musicians, what is that doing for everybody?
Well,
Other than musicians being friends.
Well, see,
and
I-
maybe coming to
I
shows.
see
But
it
what
as-
is that? Where's the end game? Like my biggest pet peeve of a certain area in this state is it's a very small pond with a bunch of big fish. But they will never leave that small pond. So what the fuck are we all doing? Or what the fuck are they doing? Because I got into, okay, I'm a little older, but I got into music a little, yeah, right, kick you on my ass. Got into this music business for certain things, and it was not to sit there and play in one state and do all this shit. It was for we'll call it the rock and roll lifestyle. Like, and that's what really intrigued me, besides being like, you know, like I want to play and I want to be good at what I do. Yeah, that was a part. And then once you got to this little level, then you're like, okay, well, you know, there's this person that I was with in Oklahoma or LA or Colorado. And like, you know, you sit there and you go around and it's just a revolving door, we'll call it, you know, whether it's a venue, a person, the drinks you had that night could have been a specialty that, you know, the bartender's like, your band was great. Here's a bunch of fucking chips, you know. We all get into it for different reasons, but I'm saying like that community,
yeah.
what is that going to do for us?
I think for me, it's more like I can't sit here and ask you to listen to my music and expect
could.
you to give it a shot if I'm not doing the same thing for you. Like I can't.
But most people don't think like that, though. Most people
And
are
also-
me.
Being a musician, you love yourself so much that, well, yeah, you should listen to me because check this out.
Like you're
Or
saying that's how it is.
that's how it is.
Normally,
and
yeah.
I'm saying we're trying to correct it, and I will try, but I don't have a lot of faith because what are you going to do when you get like a bunch of serial killers in the room? What the fuck you think's going to happen? Somebody's going to die. You know what I mean? So what are we going to do? Getting all these musicians in a room in a community, which yes, that will help. Maybe add shows, stuff like that. But I don't think it's going much further than that. Because everybody's going to fight for those 5 people, 10 people to become super fans. Super fans buy merchandise. Merchandise gives money to the band.
That's how you make money
Fun,
these
and then
days.
you
Right.
keep going. So, like, you know, your TikTok, you're going to keep constantly doing this. Well, you also have to keep constantly coming out with merchandise for these people to always buy and fund you to
Yeah.
move forward.
Yeah.
I don't think a community of musicians are going to do that
Well-
for us.
No, they got
Other-
no money to spend.
Well, that too, but no, I mean, I believe in the community to help get shows, but I think that's where the buck stops.
right.
You know, it's
Yeah, I mean-
still a dog eat dog world.
That's really the only point of the local music scene, right? It's like I'm not really trying to reach, like when I'm promoting my music, I'm not trying to reach people here. Like I'm just trying to reach anyone,
Yeah.
you know? So like,
Yeah.
that's not really important, I guess.
That's also the one thing I loved about the first show we did down at Manifurkin is we had 3 very drastically different bands. We had the first band, which is like they call themselves post-apocalyptic folk music. And then the second band was like rockabilly, spaghetti western kind of band. And then the third band was like a post-hardcore metal, like super heavy. But the way it all played out is every single person that came for all 3 of the bands stuck around and thoroughly enjoyed all 3 of the different types of music, and everybody supported everyone.
That's because we filled them with liquor.
That's the
Thank
trick.
you, Firkin. Well, then there you go. There's our story, guys. We need liquor.
But that's the point of what we're doing is
I'm not making
we're
fun of your
getting
answer. I
somebody
don't
that
want you to
came,
think that
I'm
either.
saying, but we're getting somebody that came out for a folk band to enjoy a post-hardcore band, and somebody that came out for a rockabilly band to enjoy a band that has no electricity in their instruments, and they're playing like flutes and drums, and that's the magic of it right there.
I love Mark. He's got some personality.
He is. He's a gem. He is a gem.
I just want someone to tell me my mix is good.
Your mix is
Your
good.
mix is good.
Like if somebody ever came out like, hey man, I checked out the record, like the snare drum, like how did you make it sound like that? I'd be like, all right,
Well, the only
I
guy
can
that's
die
ever,
now.
The only person that's ever going to say that is another sound engineer.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah,
that's true.
exactly.
That's true.
Exactly.
And you know what? Then it's like, because I've been doing it for a while too, and it's like you get to a point where it's like, yeah, I don't really fucking care if you like what I did or not. Like, I got paid to do this. They believed in me to do it, you know. So it's like I get that. It's that self, like, you know, I want to be appreciated, and I'm just a negative person. So like, keep striving for that. 'Cause you should, you know.
But I think it's also like you just want that like camaraderie. Like you want that, like you want to talk to someone who's done it or who does it.
Yeah.
And hear them say like that is hard. Like they like appreciate.
I
what
want
you
good
did.
musicians to tell me they liked my music.
yeah.
Like I want people who understand what we did to say like, hey, I see what you did there. I like that. You're good.
Oh, there you go.
Like, hey,
But I think
So
the best
we got to
music.
make sure she gets emailed.
email.
That probably doesn't even work.
if any audio engineers are out there and they like my mix, please let me know.
Oh my god.
We should we'll put a link down right here. I'll just flash the link. Flash.
It'll
Why
be in
don't
the
you have a
description.
you don't
Oh,
have a
there you go.
website? Come on.
Wait,
You can
what was
promote
that?
yourself all you want, man.
Yeah, but
No,
I
I'm
don't-
saying he
I mean,
doesn't.
I
He
don't.
doesn't have.
Yeah,
a
no.
no, because what we do is all word of mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're not finding. We're such a niche.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Just like when I'm like, yeah, I fix things. He's like, are you fucking kidding me? Yeah, there's not many of us left.
Yep.
All right, well, thanks for coming out.
Thank you guys.
Thank you for
We had a
having
blast.
fun.
It was a good
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
I hit record.
Thank
I'm
God.
so proud of you.
I know you should be. Thank you.
Not
See,
really.
I just want someone to tell me. No, don't touch my buttons. Don't do it. Oh, fuck you. I got you.
That's fucked up.
I know. Thank you, guys. You were a
Thank
lot
you.
of fun.
Thank you for
And you
having
did a
us.
great job mixing. I
Make sure
enjoyed it.
Make sure you check out the song she just dropped and the song she's going to be dropping that we're not allowed to know about because we're not special enough.
But we can email her about it
Yes.
every day. I think we should flood her emails.
And we won't go
Hopefully
Cranston.
they
We won't
work.
go Cranston Dean, but we need at least 5 more TikToks for her. At least 5.
I'm gonna make this a TikTok. So
Oh, no.
No, we want 5 different TikTok accounts in your name. Just reposting what
No,
you
No,
do.
because that takes away from me. Can't. I'd rather flood her email so that
You
her
link-
phone constantly
You link
just
them all
goes
back.
off.
There's no such thing as bad press.
You guys are
But
going to
you
be
guys
all
are on
over
TikTok.
TikTok,
This is
when
on
after this
TikTok.
comes out.
But I mean, I'm
That's
on
good. I don't.
TikTok.
you're on
look at it.
TikTok.
This guy don't do shit.
I was too busy doing other shit.
Yeah, right. All right. Well, thanks for coming out. We
Thank
really
you
appreciate it.
guys.
Thanks.
Hi, I'm Amanda Greatorex, and this is my original song called Patience. Just gotta get out of this funk. I've been feeling so down. If this depression keeps up, I might have to leave town.
want to leave now. Oh, there's too many people needing me here. No longer too proud. If you've got some ideas, ooh, I've been mistaken. I've lost my patience. I never had enough to begin with. You think you know me, but I guess we'll see. This way of living is catching up with me. It's catching up with me. Oh, maybe I just need some fresh air. We've been cooped up inside. What's got me so scared are these tears that I'm crying. I've been mistaken. I've lost my patience. I never had enough to begin with. You think you know me, but I guess we'll see. This way of living is catching up with me. It's catching up with me.